Today's date is September 24th, 2019, Tuesday. The time is approximately 5:58 p.m. And I am about to call my social assistant worker, HILARY Ramsey. This would be in respect to a call that I had received earlier, but from her around 4:23 p.m. She had cut me off of my social assistant benefits. She's under the impression that I didn't send the sufficient banking statements. However, in her initial letters and requests, she never asked me for any banking statement. She gave me a review form. I filled it out. There was nothing in there that said I had to attach a banking statement. But in any event, I did. I don't know if it's considered a banking statement or a transaction history. In any event, these documents should have been sufficient enough to prove that I was not receiving any other assistance. In any event, in the initial letters, she never requested the banking statement. She's making this an issue, and she's going out of her way to try and have me suspended, with no benefits for my issue. And she won't give me a chance or opportunity to explain myself. So I'm going to call her, and then after this I'm going to call the Manitoba Fair Practice office, and that I'll be making a complaint. Number is 204-940-8386.
Hello, you have reached HILARY RAMSEY, E.I.A. counselor at Access Downtown. If you are trying to reach Vanessa Raposo, please call 204-940-6640. If you are leaving a message for me, please clearly state your name, your case number, the reason for your call, and a callback number. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. After recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Kaylee. Haley rather. HILARY Ramsey. This is Curtis Hastings calling. This would have been your patient or client rather. Case number 610750. You had called me at the end of the day to enlighten me that you are cutting me off of my benefits because you did not. In your opinion, you did not receive the sufficient banking statements in respect to my case here on a review. I forget what it's called. In any event, I'm calling just to let you know that I am going to be making complaints against you. I believe this is a part of a harassment that's going on between the E.I.A. and possibly the hospital in the Winnipeg Law Courts building. Our call, just to let you know earlier, it was recorded, and just to ensure you that it was recorded, I'm going to play a little bit for you.
Hello?
Hi, Curtis. This is your E.I.A. worker, Hillary. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you, Hillary. I had just received
So, and I will be alleging. Hold on.
guys is hopefully within I'm hoping by the end of next week I can submitted.
So I'll be alleging, so you hear the conversation, I have it, that you're harassing me, that you cut me off of my benefits. I tried to explain it. You keep harassing me on the fact that you sent a letter, an alleged letter, that you're requesting the bank statement. I said you haven't. So to let you know, I am making a video and audio of this conversation on my cell phone right now. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to be using it as evidence against you for my complaint. The first complaint will be to the Fair Practice office, and the second one will be to the media. I'm also showing a lot of documents here, forged documents from the courthouse and the hospital as well. You guys are not open and trying to assist me in any kind of way. You're not being socially developed in any sort of way, shape, or form or fashion. I can prove it. I have the recordings. You obviously did not want to listen to anything I had to say. So with that being said, I believe I have sufficient grounds for a complaint. So I'm showing the video recorder right now, documents, papers, letters that I received and signed, hand-printed, and fingerprinted as well when I received them. This includes a May 8th letter from yourself that indicated you were my new worker. So that's fine. There's no requests, there's nothing in there. The second letter I received from you is August 9th, 19. And in this letter, you indicate that I did not send the proper or that my banking information did not correspond to what was there. You asked for me to send it in as soon as I can, and I indicate that I would. So I'm showing these documents to the cameras right now. I have them. I'll be making my complaint. That's 2 letters right there. The third letter, or third document, would be an August 21st, 2019, 6-page submission that I had made and delivered to your office upon your request. It includes my banking statement and my last transaction receipt number from my bank use here. And this also includes the photocopy version of the employment and income assistance review form and application, both sides. So I provided that, and after that you send me another letter indicating that this wasn't sufficient enough. And I tried to explain to you that I had concerns that I was being subjected to possible fraud, things like that, that I wasn't receiving or sending out certain letters. So I get your August 26th letter, and this is the only letter at this point in time where you ask for the banking statements. August 26th. Prior to this, you were not asking for any banking statement or information or nothing. So this letter you send me requesting my banking information, and then you turn around and attempt to suspend my benefits until I give you this information. Again, you did not request this information in your previous letters that I just showed here. So in any event, you have that. And then on September 16th, rather, I received a letter from you right here. I'm showing to the cameras. I have your hand-printed impressions on there. You signed for it.
Maximum recording limit. To send the message, press pound. To replay this message, press 1.
Pound.
And message confirmed. Goodbye.
And the time on that call is 6:06 p.m. and I'm going to call back again to leave a second message. Number is 204-940-8386.
Hello, you have reached HILARY RAMSEY, E.I.A. counselor at Access Downtown. If you are trying to reach Vanessa Raposo, please call 204-940-6640. If you are leaving a message for me, please clearly state your name, your case number, the reason for your call, and a callback number. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. After recording, you may hang up or press pound. For more options.
Hi, this is Curtis Hastings again, calling. Case number is 610750. I believe I left off. This would be my one of 2 messages to you respecting the decision to harass me by cutting off my benefits based on a request that you never made initially. So it does not make sense for you to keep harassing me, sending me letters that telling me you're going to cut me off of benefits. I tried to be reasonable with you. I recorded the conversation for this exact purpose. It's evident you are being very unreasonable. So this is in conjunction with the near future complaints that I'll be making to you against you. So I'm just showing the video cameras right now that I'm holding a letter where it has your hand printed impressions asking me for the severity of my symptoms, the frequency of deterioration. This is the only letter as of September 6th that your September 6th letter I received on September 16th. This is the only letter you provide where you provide a banking statement request here. And no other, and this is also in your own handprinting. There's no other letters where you provided this, requesting this. Also, my review is not until November. You have been harassing me for the last month or so and trying to suspend my benefits and getting this information when my review is in November. So for you to place this stress on me when I have the mental health concerns that I do, I'm going to be alleging harassment. This is inappropriate. Also, I tried to talk to you. I told you that I have I'm also showing the camera, a signature of the Manitoba Legislative Protective Service security guard who accepted my mail items, particles for the Minister of Health, Cameron Friesen, and this was asking for, in respect, information relating to a critical incident notification. This would have been the diagnosis of my condition that occurred, and they are refusing to give me this. This would be a part. I had to go to the ministers. Like, this is based on legislative law here. So they have been refusing to release any information. Same with the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority. I also have judicial documents of the Mental Health Act Form 2, May 9, 2018, by Tyler and Sherry Hastings. These forms, I'm going to be alleging the Justice Trudy Jaquetta. She had been a witness in allegations that led to a conviction of mine for uttering threats against a Manitoba sheriff officer. I'm alleging they lied, they're forging documents, and committing criminal conspiracies on me to say to prosecute an innocent person here. Justice Jaquetta testified. I know who she is. She testified at my June 29, 2016 criminal trial. I can point her out in court. I've seen her several times in person. I know exactly who she is. On the charges that sent me for the uttering threats, a staff justice by the name of Dickinson, D. Dickinson, had allowed a perjured laying of an information that led to my incarceration at the remand center, where inmate Brendan Severnwright was severely injured with aggravated assault injuries. I've been trying to make complaints about the circumstances around those complaints, and on May 9, 2018, Tyler Hastings and Sherry Flood and possibly attorney Tara Walker went before Justice Jaquetta. So she is a conflict of interest. They completed the Mental Health Act form that I was suffering from government conspiracy delusions because I was wanting to make criminal complaints about some of these matters. Justice Jaquetta signs, there's 3 signatures, B. Lachinsky, D. Dickinson, and Trudy Jaquetta. My brother Tyler Hastings, I have him on audio and video, admitting that it was only Justice Jaquetta who signed for these 3 documents. So the Mental Health Act forms. If these 2 other staff justices turn out not to be existent in their government asset misappropriation, fraud of employment salaries, I'm going to be pursuing major corruption on the courthouse here for conspiracy to fabricate evidence on me to say I'm mentally ill, and that they're using government asset misappropriation, employment fraud, salaries, to commit these crimes, to have my diagnosis as government conspiracy delusions when it's not true, when these are actual criminal complaints. I've also have the Mental Health Review Board transcripts, or fax transactions, I should say, that prove that I brought up these Justice Jaquetta concerns, that she was acting as a conflict of interest, and there was some criminal, interest. They ignore everything I have to say, just like you did today, Miss Haley. You did not want to listen to anything I said. So I am showing these documents. I have been made criminal police reports and calls, showing a FEEP application.
You have reached maximum recording limit. To send the message, press pound. To replay this message, press 1. To append to your recording.
Pound.
Message confirmed. Goodbye.
And the time is 6:12 p.m. And I'm going to continue this call on to the Fair Practices Office for the Manitoba government to report this right away. So I'm going to keep this one continuing call. The number's on the computer screen here. I'm sure you guys believe me at this point. Hopefully, who's ever listening, if you guys are getting these conversations. So the number is 204-945-1047.
Welfare Practices office. Please leave a message including your name, telephone number, and your case number if appropriate. Please note that in-person meetings must be scheduled, as I am frequently away from the office and I am the only staff person. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. After recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Cheryl. This is Curtis Hastings calling. Today's date is September 24th, 2019, Tuesday. The time is approximately 6:14 p.m. My callback number is 204-947-0373. My email address is fps138205 Curtis, so that's Curtis with a K, Kurtis, at gmail.com. This is to also advise absolutely no person holds powers of attorney over me whatsoever. So any police, government, physician, any official, relatives, attorneys, if they're claiming this, they are committing fraud here with the employees within the government or the Winnipeg Law Courts building. This is to note that today, my case file number is on E.I.A. So my case file number for that is 610750. Today I had received a phone call from my caseworker, E.I.A. counselor HILARY Ramsey, and her number, her number is 204-940-8386. She had suspended me from receiving benefits on disability. She's been making unreasonable requests for banking statements, initially that she never made. She is attempting to suspend my benefits based on a request that she never made. And she is only making this stuff up as we go along. So by the end of the month, I am going to be evicted, homeless, and designated as mentally ill, wandering the streets of Winnipeg because of her decision. In any event, I would like you to know that I'm making a video, so a cell phone recording of this conversation. It's on. I have several documents. I had just left 2 lengthy messages with Miss Ramsey. I already showed all these documents. I'm not going to show it again for this call. I'm going to be making a complaint. I was going to ask if you would be able to contact me to hopefully maybe have a fair resolution so that I'm not homeless by the end of the month. I also have a disabled mother. She's also on disability. So if I go do not receive benefits and cannot pay the rent, both me and my mother and my younger brother, who works by the way, will be homeless. The request is on this is that I did not provide a banking statement. I did. I went there. I have all the information. I laid it out. I explained it, and she still does not accept anything. And it shows that she has attempted to suspend my benefits even before asking for my banking statements. She attempted to do this, so it shows that there's some maliciousness behind Miss Ramsey's decision here. So I will try to call again tomorrow. I have all my evidence. I believe the recording that I just made previous to this call shows and proves that there's some harassment being committed on me here. I also have a lot of incriminating documents against the Winnipeg Law Courts building for possible government asset misappropriation, fraud, and employment salaries. So there's justices and police officers using government fraud to make fake allegations, fabricated allegations. They're forging this stuff into the judicial courts. And they're using this and hiding it, and they won't show any public face. So I'm being really harassed here by government fraud within the Manitoba government. I don't think this is fair. Obviously, that's why I'm calling you. I'm hoping I'm not going to end up homeless in any event. The evidence that I have with these documents and what I explained to you, I believe I have enough to go to the media about this. And I believe at this point, giving Miss Ramsey's attitude and demeanor, and I advise you, I recorded our conversation when she called, and you can 100% tell that she was being unreasonable, and I tried to explain myself several times, and her only interest was in cutting me off of my benefits, so I'm extremely stressed out by this matter. Again, if you can call me to tell me how to get this complaint process going, call me and we'll initiate this procedure right away. All right, again, Curtis Hastings, and my number is 204-947-0373, and the time is approximately 6:18 p.m.
To send the message, press pound. To replay this message, press 1. To append to your recording, press 2.
Pound.
Message confirmed. Goodbye.
Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to put this stuff away for tonight. I'm going to use this phone. Oh. So here's all my documents. I'm also recording on the computer here. I'll write this stuff down. I think that's about it. Yeah, and I'll inquire. Also to note that I'm working on a criminal complaint statement right now against Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. I'm almost complete. I have 285 pages plus an additional email that'll be lengthy here. I'll show the email just to be a short version. I don't want to show the pictures because there's sensitive information on on my complaint. So the complaint against Trudeau is for conspiracy to fabricate evidence on the July 13, 2017 decision to mislead North America on the Omar Carter settlement for $10.5 million. Trudeau, Ralph Goodale, Jody Wilson-Raybould, and Krista Freeland had collectively as a conspiracy had misled North America. There is no case comparison that compares to what they told the public, and I will be pursuing charges under Canadian law, criminal law, and American military law as well, public law. So this is just a show. I've been working on this for a few days. The original one has pictures, but I'm making a new draft here. So and I have this is to say that the RCMP and Winnipeg Police obstructing my complaints. So after so long, after 2 years, when you disregard and violate someone's constitutional rights willfully, with intent, it becomes a criminal offense of disobeying a statute, section 126(1). So equality, right to protection and benefit of the law. So these guys are not processing any of my complaints. They're under the impression that because I'm a criminal and they didn't like me, they're allowed to commit these crimes. So that's politicians and city hall police officials. I beg for you guys to get together, get up in front of the news and say that, because in other countries you'll get to come here and eye us up for constitutional corruption. You're denouncing your own laws here to justify what you did to me. You guys have committed more serious crimes against me and people associated to me in the pursuit of investigating me and then actual getting any results. So I'm going after you guys for corruption for the murders you guys were investigating me for, among other things. So I just wanted to show. Here's the Winnipeg North. Not really that. Those two details is my. Now I'm pursuing the RCMP Division D in Corrections Canada for organized crime, conspiracy, accessory or party to commit murder on me and my brother while I was in custody. Several incidents. So I think that concludes my video recordings, and I'll leave it at that. And the time is 6:22.